It's a tug of war, battling to keep my sanity. Say no more, say no more. I love you, but I can't keep killing me. I look at myself, I wonder why you don't recognize who you traumatize me. Now what do I do? Pick up the pieces and go. Fantasy. Now I'm looking for a way to better me, a remedy. I look at myself, so wonder why you recognize who traumatized me. Now what do I do? Pick up the pieces and go.
All right, boys. Boys, welcome back. Let's see. Chat is rolling in. Did someone say free? Yes, it is free. It is free. And what I've done is I had this idea at the gym. I just finished up at the gym, and I was like, you know what I want to do that our teachers used to do when we were in school, and that is I made the longest DeFi Kahoot quiz you're ever going to find. It's 56 questions. This is easily going to last us an hour, but I'm going to go through this. And literally, it's going to give us multiple choice questions. If you guys don't know what Kahoot is, first off, it's got the most fire soundtrack in the background in history. Okay. But what it's going to do is it's going to give you a talking point through every question. So I can see where everyone's at. I'm going to be able to see who understands what. And if there's ever a point where, like, let's say 50% of the people are on the wrong shit, I can break that down and explain things as they come up. And I'm going to be able to see chat too. So you guys obviously lock in chat and let me know, like, hey, go back to this question. Like, does it make sense? And I've never done this before, okay? So the primary focus on this is to do liquidity pools, right? So liquidity providing, kind of the basics, how does it work, impermanent loss, things like that. And then if this is a hit and this makes a lot of sense and it's fun for everyone, it'd be cool to do this like once a week with different subjects, like lending, stuff like that, more advanced Kahoot quizzes and stuff too. And if anything, this is just fun for everybody. Like, why not? Why not? This is fun. It brings everyone together here. We can start to lock in. So basically, when I click start, it should push this to everyone. So it's going to give you a QR code. You can scan it. It's going to give us a game pin. So everyone's going to be able to join. Everyone's going to be able to join, and the game pin is up here. So basically, I'm going to give this the next, right now it's 08. It's 08. Let's give it till 15. So I'm going to give people, that's a little long, bro. I'm just going to give it like 4 or 5 minutes. 4 or 5 minutes, people to get joined, locked in. I can start seeing names roll in. I think you can do it just through like, I don't think you need a mobile app, but that'll work too. And let's just see some people start rolling in here, hopefully. And I think this is going to be awesome. This should be really, really fun. I posted a link over in Discord too, so hopefully some people lock in and get this going. Let me check. I'm going to post a notification in school too, real quick. Let's see. One second, boys. Post this. Calls, email to all members. Sorry, boys, blasting everyone. 136 members just got emailed. Oopsie daisy. Let's see. There's no way no one's joined yet. There's no way. Do I have to join myself too, just to make this more interactive? Come on, boys. There we go. Investor Chip. He's locked in. He's locked in. Come on, boys. Lock it in. Lock it in. Lock it in. Is there a link? Yes, you should be able to. Oh, I just realized that QR code's low-key in the way. I'm going to turn chat off for a second. So you can scan this QR code. Or actually, let me just... I already turned off chat. My bad. I'm going to move it over. We'll just come back to chat here in a little bit. Yeah, you can scan the QR code, or you can use the link over here at the top left, and boom. Or with the app, we got Kurtman in the house, Investor Chip, Kurtman, and you can use the pin as the access code to join. And so people, as you start joining the stream late too, don't feel bad. You can hop in at any time. It's just a possibility you won't win. It's point-based. You got to be number one. If you're not, maybe we'll do this soon to we give a prize for first place. We'll make it a scheduled thing, not a surprise stream. In first place, maybe like the $500 giveaway type shit that they did in the Discord group that Jake and Bobby did. Maybe I'll do something for the winner. The winner just gotta be here. And no Google chat. No Google. Can't be Googling. Quick question. What's a good amount to start with in DeFi to earn at least $100 a day? That's gonna depend a little bit on $100 a day. So you're looking at like 3K a month. So it depends on how aggressive you go. If you're going super like moderate, making 8 to 10% a month, that's 30 grand, bro. 30 grand's gonna make you 3K a month, easy peasy. You can take on a lot more risk. You can take on riskier assets. Stuff like Monad's paying you 200%. So if you're making almost 1% a day that way, then that's not as hard to do. But again, I like to have a blended return of about 10% a month, and 8 to 12% a month is beautiful. And yeah, I think I have that one portfolio. While people are still joining, I can pull this up as well. VFAT, let's check one of the wallets real quick, because I'm going to be using this stuff too. I got caps lock on, hold on. I'll be using VFAT, flipping back and forth to teach things as well. I should. It's not letting me connect right now. PC is screaming at me. 4, we got 4. I'm going to give it 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. And then you can still join late. Let's let VFAT load here. Is it already connected? Rabby is fucking tweaking on me. Let's go hit that refresh. I have a 4070 and all this RAM for what? Also, have you guys seen how expensive RAM is now? It's crazy. Eric USDC, I like it. He's manifesting a payment coming his way. Boris Xgen, Kurtman, Investor Chip. I'm going to give it... Dude, what's wrong with VFAT? Shit, my internet's cooked, boys. Would you recommend DeFi Llama? DeFi Llama is a great tool to use to shop around and find yields. It's a great place to basically research. It's a great starting point, but you would never provide liquidity to DeFi Llama, right? Anyways, point being, right here, $25 a day off this Monad USDC pool based off its APR. So you can just think 4 times that's $100 a day. So if you had 16 grand, $100 a day, 3K a month. But Monad's a little more risky, you'd say, than something like Bitcoin, doing 63%. Oh no, it's only 63%. All right, about to start it. We got one more. Imbusa. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, Josh Longsnake. Longsnake's crazy. Longsnake is crazy. I used to know Josh Longsnake. Pause. That sounded so gay. All right. 1 minute warning. Let's see. Love hearing what you have to say and teach, Parker. Thank you. Appreciate it. One-on-one calls. Of course, the one-on-one calls are inside my private community. Do not have time to help each and every single person one by one that's not in the community. The people that pay for that, they do get that help. But I would love to. This is one-on-one time right now. It's like small group. There's 10 of you guys. There's 10 of you guys watching right now. Kyle's in the house. Kyle, you better be on this list. You better be here. I don't see your freaking name up here. I don't see Zora up here in the house. Come on, man. Platforms get involved. VFAT, super great tool to use to just shop all the EVM chains at one point, like VFAT right here, right? I can come in here and shop Monad, Base Chain, Arbitrum, look at all these chains at your disposal right here. Boom, 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 boom. Protocols, even more. Boom, 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 boom. And sorry, VFAT does not like when I stream. This is laggy as fuck. All right. Kyle, I'm not seeing you. It depends on the asset, though, by the way, time to focus. It depends on, if you're on Solana, you're not really going to use VFET. You're going to be using Orca. You're going to be using Radiant, DeFi Tuna, right? So DeFi Llama is a great place to shop and find out where to go. So, but yeah, book a call. Link should be in the description, man. Book a call with my team. See if we can fit, man. See how we can help out. All right. 1 minute. The 1 minute warning. When it says 8:15, I'm launching. It's 8:14. 8:14. And this is going live. It's going live. Only six people want to be winners. Only 6. Oh, man. Kyle, we're doing a Kahoot. This is a DeFi skills test. Skill check test / beat the champion. 8:15. Lock it in. Here we go, boys. You can join in late. You can still win joining in late, but I just got to 3, 2, 1. We're going. I didn't know it was going to pop the title like that. Sorry, it was so fucking... All right, what problem do liquidity pools solve in DeFi? What do they solve? Matching buyers and sellers without banks. Increasing gas fees. Making charts harder to read. Slowing down trades. What are liquidity pools solving in DeFi? What's the freaking goal? Kyle, go to Kahoot.it and put this game pen at the bottom down here, and you're gonna lock it. Ain't no way one person clicked. One person clicked out of everyone in this chat. One person clicked? Come on, bro. Come on. Yes, liquidity pools. The problem they're solving. Remember, DeFi is a service. So when you're providing the pools, it's not infinite sky money coming out of the air. You're literally providing liquidity so that when people are buying or selling assets, one for the other, their transactions get routed through you. All right, so you are literally becoming the one that facilitates the transaction without there needing to be some bank there ready to fulfill that transaction. Cool. Hopefully that makes sense. One person clicked. So there is only one winner at this moment in time. It's not even close. One winner. Investor Chip. I like to see it. Investor Chip's been around the channel for a little bit. Again, boys, if you're just joining, Kahoot.it, game pin 3925803. Next up. Who earns trading fees on a DEX? The protocol, the team. The team earns trading fees. Validators, do they earn trading fees? Do you even know what a validator is? Liquidity providers, do they earn the fees? Or what about influencers? Does Jake Gordon earn all the fees? Kahoot.it, game pin 3925803. Perfect. Everyone's fucking locked. All 5 answers. Let's freaking go. Who earns trading fees on the DEX? The liquidity providers do. It's a flywheel. The people that take the risk providing liquidity to actually take the assets and hold them and put them to work, they make the money that the DEX is charged. Cool. GG. All right. Big old race for second place. Investor Chip, though, locking in. The faster you answer, the more points you get as well. So if you answer faster, you fucking climb that leaderboard. This is going to be fun, bro. This is going to be fun. All right. A liquidity pool is best described as a shared wallet, a smart contract that holds token pairs, a treasury, or an exchange order book. This one might trip some people up. Yeah, 2 seconds after the question pops up. Yeah, it might be a little late on the stream side, but if you guys are locked in on the phone side, you might just have to see it a little early. So just be watching both. Sorry if that's freaking a little off there. It's real-time interaction, man, so it's a little bit of a delay. Excuse me. Let me see. A liquidity pool is best described as a smart contract holding token pairs. The pool is the holding of the tokens. An exchange order book, I can see why someone might have went there. I might have been Chip, bro. He's commenting, it might have been Chip, bro. It might have been Chip. Let's see the standings. Let's see the standings. Oh! Fuck! Kurtman in the lead. Oh, it's game. It's game. Just kidding. There's 52 more questions. ETH USDC is an example of what? A stablecoin pair, a volatile pair, asset to asset pair, a volatile to stablecoin pair, or a meme coin pair. I should have said pair. I said pool. Fucking funny. What is ETH USDC? Three, 2, 1. Let me see how behind the stream is. Yeah, the stream's like 10 seconds behind. Fuck. Wonder if I can improve the latency at all. ETH USDC is an example of a volatile to stablecoin pair. So the first incorrect answer, stablecoin pair, right? That is implying more so like a stablecoin and a stablecoin together, right? Stablecoin pair, two stables. You might earn like between 6 to 12% a year doing something like that. Basically no volatility depending on the stablecoin. You'd be running a tight like 0.001% range, just like selling USDC for USDT type scenario. Volatile to volatile pair. Well, ETH USDC can't be volatile to volatile. It can't be asset to asset because USDC is not going to move in price. It's literally not volatile, right? So we don't refer to it as that. USDC is a stable coin. So naturally, ETH/USDC is going to look like ETH volatile/stable, right? It's a volatile coin paired with a stable coin. Meme coin pool, no one selected, so thank God our IQ is above room temperature in this fucking game. Eric USDC is on fire. He's wanting to fucking make some money, baby. Answer streak of 3. Lagging also, yeah, the stream, guys, the streaming is not ever going to be perfectly in real time. Let me see if I can improve the latency at all here real quick. I don't think I can. I'd have to probably start the stream over, which I don't think I can even change that anyways, because I already have it on low latency anyways. So just know you'll be a few minutes behind. So just be paying attention to your computer screen or your phone, whatever it's on as well, and just see when it goes live. Why are LPs paid fees? Or are you guys saying you can't even see the question until it's fucking too late? If that's the case, bro, you gotta go fast as fuck, bro. Why are LPs paid fees? For governance protection, for taking price risk, enabling swaps, for staking tokens, for locking tokens permanently. Can you add seconds to the timer? I know I can. Let's see. I know I can, but I don't want to ruin everyone's score they already have, but I can definitely do it. Chat, what are we doing? Chat, are we restarting the quiz? All right, let's restart the quiz. All right, you guys get a free fucking ride for the first 5 questions, okay? Hang on. This means it's a real competition now. It's a real competition. All right, this was the trial run. I'm gonna push it up to a minute. You don't get to see the question or the answers, you just have colors. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna make the timer longer. I'm gonna make it a minute each question instead of 30 seconds. That way you guys actually have time to see it on screen. And God, what the freak is going on, man? All right, let's see. Let me just go ahead and actually close out of this real quick. We're gonna go ahead and leave. So new room code is going to be going on in 2 seconds. We're going to do 1 minute timer. Apply to all questions. Apply to all. Save. Host live. What the heck? Continue with. What the hell is this shit? What is going on? Okay, classic mode. I don't know what the island shit is, but all right. I think it's just like saving progress. All right, this is your chance to get in at the beginning. If you were behind or if you made a mistake in the first 5 questions, this is your shot. www.kahoot.it or the Kahoot app. Gamepin 3427902 with the QR code right here. Boom. Lock that QR code in, baby. Lock it in. Yep, asking for game pin. The game pin will be 3427902. 3427902. And I'm only going to give this, because you guys already have it open in your hands. So I'm only going to give it 2 minutes. 2 freaking minutes. All right, boom, locked in, boom, locked it. Oh my God, you guys are fucking on it. Let's go. Let's freaking go, baby. If anyone misses the first 5 questions, you just fucking lose. You lose the game. So cool. 7. We got more people joining. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Can I add all in Discord? That would be crazy. I'm not gonna do that shit. That would be so dirty. All right, we're locking in. 7 people. If you're joining late, you better join quick. Sorry, it's branded so heavily there. What problem do liquidity pools solve in DeFi? And if everyone answers, it should auto end the quiz, I believe. Once 7 answers pour in. So, whenever it happens. We already know this one. We already know it, chat. 1 answer. 2 answers. 3 answers. That's freaking it, boys. Still nothing on your end. Kyle, you should be looking to watch the stream. In the stream, you can see the questions and everything. And then you can answer that way. Hopefully. Hopefully. The idea was pure. Maybe someone got it wrong. You fucking, bro, who got it wrong? Who got it wrong? What problem do liquidity pools solve in DeFi? They match buyers with sellers without banks. The correct answer is slowing down trades. No, they wouldn't slow down trades. They would speed them up. Faster. Instantaneous. Can I see last place? No, you're hiding. I will find out who missed that question. I will find out. Who earns trading fees on a DEX? The protocol and team, the validators, liquidity providers, or influencers? Again, Jay Gordon? Question mark? Fat fingered it. You fat fingered green all the way over from red? I don't know about that. I don't know. Four answers, 5 answers, 6 answers. Damn it, Brian. 6 answers. Someone's not locked. Also, guys, if you're watching the stream, make sure it's not behind. Try to get it as live as possible. 8 answers. We got people joining, people playing. Ooh, someone said Jake Gordon just to be a little fun. Who is going green, bro? Who earns trading fees on the DEX? The liquidity providers do. They provide the assets. They take the risk by holding the assets. They make the money. Ice? Ice, you missed that? That had to be a fat finger. Unless maybe you just lost by speed. I keep clicking the wrong answer switching apps. Alright, Brian, you gotta lock the fuck in. Lock the fuck in. Put YouTube in the little corner where it's a small little screen. That way it's over here somewhere hiding and you just boom, boom, boom. I'll read the questions too. A liquidity pool is best described as a shared wallet, a smart contract holding 2 token pairs, or holding the token pair. Holding token pairs, can't talk. A treasury or an exchange order book. Which one could it be? It's crazy how it's like, what, 20-second delay? Yeah, I can see why the timer had to be bigger, boys. Because you guys don't even see it until like there's 5 seconds left to go. I didn't realize you didn't get questions on your end either. Oh, that's funny. Maybe I should join from my phone so I have it too. Nah. That's doing too much. That's doing too much. 15 seconds. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody said a shared wallet? Someone is memeing on us. They're memeing on us. A liquidity pool is a smart contract that holds all the tokens in one place. All the tokens, usually it's 2. And that smart contract then allows people to trade by buying and selling through those assets, and then they earn a fee. A shared wallet would not be correct. Inventor chip. He's an investor, not a speller, guys. Invitor. ETH USDC is an example of. I don't want to see anyone get this one wrong again. They got it wrong last time. ETH USDC is an example of a stablecoin pair, a volatile to volatile pair, a volatile to stable pair, or a meme pair, a meme pool. This one is in the name. If you just think about the 2 assets, it should resonate pretty easily. Hopefully. Perfect. No explanation needed. ETH is volatile, USDC is stable, and they're paired together. Beautiful. God, Juicy's just clicking it faster, bro. Cartman's on fire, though. Highest answer streak. He's taking his time. He's clicking slow. He's in the highest streak. Why are LPs paid fees? Why are liquidity providers paid fees? For governance participation. I think we're in uncharted territory now. For taking price risk and enabling swaps. For staking tokens. Or for locking tokens permanently. Why are they paid their fees? How many income streams do you have? I mean, like 3 or 4. Unless you're talking about like each and every pool, then it's like fuck ton of streams. Stream's too far back. I'm already on next question, out of time now. You should be able to scrub it to live. Maybe close YouTube and then reopen it. Because like I'm watching it on my end and I only have a what is that, 15-second delay? I'm watching it over on my laptop as well. But no worries, Kyle. If no worries, Kyle, you can just enjoy the carnage of people getting destroyed in real time by Kahoot. You can just enjoy with it. You guys don't have to play. You can just watch. Why are liquidity providers paid fees? For governance participation? Not 99.9% of the time, but yes, it's for taking price risk and enabling swaps. There are some protocols that you would earn fees or like an APR for vesting your tokens and getting to vote, but that would not be a liquidity pool. Juicy's too fast. He's just got the fastest internet, guys. He's got the fastest fucking stream connection. That's all it is, bro. A liquidity pool is most like a savings account, a currency exchange booth, a hedge fund, or a credit card. Specifically, an Amex. Amex Platinum. Amex Black. Yeah, my laptop is 15 seconds behind. My phone's about 20. So usually you guys start voting by the time I see 40 on the clock. The best business advice I've ever received. It's a good question. I would say, personally, it's just you have to actually put the work in. And you have to work through the hard part when you're not seeing any results. I mean, just even YouTube as an example and like the whole coaching business, right? It's like, bro, I made videos for like almost a year with like I didn't have no views the whole time, but it was a long time where you're making I put a lot of time into a video. I'm giving the best value I can. There's 13 views and like 3 of them were me and 1 was my mom. You know what I'm saying? So a currency exchange booth. It would not be like a savings account. A lending protocol where you can lend something like USDC, I could see how that would be something like a savings account. And in fact, with USDC, I would compare that to a savings account. A hedge fund, no, not at all. Liquidity pool is going to be like a currency exchange where you're trading one asset for the other, but you're actually the booth there when you get off the airplane and you're like, hey, I will trade you Ethereum for USDC and I'm going to charge you like 0.025%. And when you do that over millions of transactions per day with millions of dollars of volume, that stacks up really, really quickly. Someone's got to dethrone Juicy, man. Dethrone him. He's got a 30 freaking point lead. It's possible. In TradFi, who usually earns the fees? So not DeFi. In TradFi, in the traditional world, who usually earns the fees? The user, the bank, the government, or the blockchain? What do you believe is the most profitable industry right now? Shit, I mean, to be honest, a lot of precious metals and gold, I mean, not gold, sorry, AI, but like seeing things like RAM, like all the tech and stuff like that going crazy. But to be completely open with you, I am very much so down the DeFi and crypto rabbit hole. So my knowledge on a lot of other subjects is much more surface level, whereas on this, it's way off the freaking deep end, right? So in TradFi, who usually earns the fees? Some people put blockchain, so they must have been confused because blockchain would not be TradFi. At least not to me. To me, blockchain's not TradFi. The bank is TradFi, and the bank is making so much freaking money off of you guys. That is the most profitable business, is being the bank. That's what's profitable. So the quiz is a new interesting way. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. You can always join late. There's a chance that people start to fumble the fuck out of their bags. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, this is pretty fun. If you're here late, you just kick back, relax. DeFi replaces banks with influencers. Jake Gordon. He's gonna watch this back. What the fuck are you talking about? DAOs, smart contracts, and users, or miners. I think it's a fun way to do it. I had this epiphany at the gym, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna do this. So I had a pretty mid-workout and a fire Kahoot. Boom! 6 out of 6. Perfect. No further conversation needed. XRP Soldier. Bro, people are going to start showing their tokens. People show their favorite asset in their fucking name. It's going to be great. It's going to be great, man. Brian's on the rise. He's coming back. To liquidity provide ETH and USDC, you must deposit what? And I'm not talking about with a tool like VFAT and everything. In a traditional setting, if you want to provide liquidity to ETH USDC, what must you deposit? Only ETH? Only USDC? ETH and USDC? Or any token? Brian is on the rise. Perfect. ETH and USDC. And it's in the name, right? Remember, you're doing that currency exchange. You're the currency exchange booth, and it would only make sense that you would need both currencies to make the exchange, and you make, but a little profit on the swap. I'll skip through the points, my bad, boys. Your share of the fees depends most, keyword most, on when you enter the position, so when you opened it, your liquidity share and your range placement, the token's price action, or the APR that is shown. The APR. Your share of the fees depends most on. Crazy how life goes full circle doing Kahoots in school, and then now we're back. This is quite fun. I'm enjoying this. It took forever to freaking make this thing, but I'm enjoying this. Five answers. Don't tell me some of you guys dropped out of the race. There's 5 up there, but it can't be over. APR shown. So the APR shown is going to be a big dependent on, I mean, I can see. Your share of the fees, I think is the key word. Like your share in most. Like if there's a TVL of $1 million and you're $500,000 of that TVL yourself, you're going to get 50% of the fees no matter what the APR is. Right? And then range placement is going to concentrate and really change what APR you actually receive. So liquidity share and range placement, GG. APR shown, maybe that was a little misleading with that one, but hey, gotta be a little sneaky with some of these. I can't make it super easy on everybody. Okay, everyone's locked in? Locked in? Wish I could see the whole roster. Guess not. And there's like 40 more questions, so if you are joining late, you definitely can still go. Full range liquidity means higher fees, always in range, no impermanent loss because it's full range, or no competition because it's full range. Full range liquidity. What does it mean? What does it mean, boys? Hey, it happens, man. You get a little too jumpy, greedy for those points, Brian. It hammers you. And then you read the next one. You're like, damn it. No impermanent loss. Yeah. So, there would be impermanent loss with a full range. But always in range is the answer. Full range liquidity pools mean that it's not like concentrated. You don't concentrate your liquidity down into a certain price range. It's infinite. And usually the APRs are very, very small because of this. But you don't have to set a range. It's always going to be 50-50. So if you put 10 grand in a pool, let's say ETH USDC, and it was full range, you'd start out 5K ETH, 5K USDC, but as ETH increases in price, you would always stay a 50-50 dollar value. So something like Arrow USDC I did as a full range for a long time. Brian from NC, you're hanging on, bro. You got to catch up. You got to catch up, man. Concentrated liquidity allows you to choose price ranges, eliminate your risk, avoid having to monitor your position, or it guarantees you profits. Guarantees them. What does it do? What does it do, guys? I'm going to try to find a way to higher latency stream or lower latency stream this next time. Cahoots is a strip in Columbus. Next meet up there. Shit, man. This isn't the Cahoots I thought we were going to play. Hard one, man. Choose price ranges. It allows you to concentrate your liquidity into a specific price band. No one got it wrong. You said a hard one, but no one got it wrong. GG. Juicy's gotta chill. Answer Street 12, and that was question 12? Fuck. Full range liquidity is best for degens, beginners, scalpers, or meme coins. And there is an answer that is wrong that I would accept. I will not make fun of you, but Kahoot wanted me to pay for their premium subscription to be able to have multiple answers be correct. So there's only one that is more correct. So, although I will forgive anyone that gets this one wrong. This wasn't going to pay $20 to have a second option. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. That's crazy. I don't care if the pools are printing. I'm not paying $20 to let you guys click 2 colors. Perfect. Beginners. Same thing. I would have accepted meme coins. And if someone would have clicked degens, I would have accepted it too. The reasoning being is that when you're in a meme coin, a super high-risk coin, especially ones that aren't fleshed out yet and like very, very popular, you can still get an insane APR on a full range, no management, I would say less risky pool because you don't have to worry about ranges and fuck all that shit. If you're getting 200% on a meme coin, it's a full range liquidity, and you have zero management. I did this with Arrow USDC for like 2 years. It started out like a 300% APR, and over time it dropped down to about 35, eventually 25%. And I finally closed that pool like 2 years later. I think like a week or two ago, right? So beginner friendly, zero management, consistent, but I would have accepted it if it was a high risk meme coin position. So that one I would say was a little tricky, but everyone got it. Concentrated liquidity becomes inactive when? When? Concentrated liquidity becomes inactive when the volume drops, when the price leaves your range, when TVL increases, or when the APR changes. When does your concentrated liquidity become inactive? And so some of these questions, guys, they may seem really beginner. Some of them may seem confusing to you. And that might mean that it's really hitting every single point of the spectrum, which is good. That's good. Everyone's at a different level. Price leaves your range. Boom. I'm teaching good. I'm doing a good job. Good job, boys. Juicy in the lead. I'm coming for you, Kurt, man. He's coming, Kurt, man. You getting fucked. Concentrated liquidity is powerful because it reduces gas, capital is used more efficiently, it avoids impermanent loss, it guarantees yield. Guarantees yield. Concentrated liquidity is powerful because. Why is concentrated liquidity powerful? Do 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 do. Kurtman better watch out. Don't fumble a question, Kurtman. You fumble a question, Brian's coming. Brian's sneaking up the ranks. 10 seconds, someone's nervous. Someone's not answering. Someone's scared. Down to the wire. Someone's, I think, like online, but not playing. Capital is used more efficiently. Perfect. Oh, Brian! Brian, you're just fast as fuck. He's fast as fuck, Brian. Damn. Speed will get you more points. It's possible to win just by being the fastest gunslinger in the West. Being out of range means, or just buying better internet. Being out of range means you lose funds, you stop earning fees, your pool closes, the protocol has rugged, and you should go home. It's over. It's over, chat. 5 answers. Whoever is sitting in here not answering, you're holding up the class. Aw, 6. Okay, someone's locked. Someone's locked in. You stop earning fees. Perfect. When you go out of range, the only thing that matters, I mean, there's other things that matter, and there's probably more questions over this too, but your liquidity is no longer being used for swapping the fees, so you're not going to get paid. For swapping the orders, you're not going to get paid. Anything? Anything? Oh. All right. I like it. When the ETH price rises in ETH USDC, this is going to trip people up. I already know. When ETH's price rises in ETH USDC, your pool gains ETH, your pool gains USDC, the pool locks funds, or the fees stop. The fees stop. What is it, Chip? That one was me. What is the definition of things like concentrated liquidity? I'm a noob. Yeah, I'm happy to break that down too, bro. Happy to break that down. I want to let people answer this real quick. Concentrated liquidity is when you're actually like setting ranges and you're choosing ranges for your liquidity pool. So there's full range, which is like boom, infinite. Like it's always gonna be 50-50. And then on a concentrated pool, you're actually choosing a specific band of price action. So think like Ethereum from 3.5K to 4.5K. Like that's, you're concentrating your money into that specific price range. Okay, this one tripped people up, just like I thought it would. When ETH's price rises in ETH USDC, the pool gains USDC. So 4 people are locked in. One person thought ETH. You had it backwards. I'm going to explain why it's wrong. And fee stop is wrong because I never said it would leave range. I just said when ETH's price rises. So fundamentally, in a liquidity pool, as the price moves towards the top end of your range, you get converted towards the more stable asset. So in this case, it's going to be USDC. It's the underperforming asset. And one way to visualize this in a real world setting that I quite like to use is just think about, like, go back to that currency conversion counter, right? If ETH's price is going up, that's going to be because ETH is in high demand. So ETH's value in the market literally is pumping up because people are taking their USDC and they're shoving it through the market to get ETH. So ETH is in high demand, its price is going up, and because you're the store people are buying from, that's why you're getting heavier into USDC at that point, because ETH's in high demand and people are literally shoving all their USDC at you to get as much Ethereum from you as you can. Because you're selling Ethereum. You're selling it, and today it's a fucking hot commodity, right? And so that's why you start to gain a lot of USDC in your pool and towards the top of your range, because your shop is slowly losing supply of Ethereum because you're selling it. You've had a great successful day running the store, and it's about to come to an end. The opposite would be true if ETH's price fell. Literally think of it like when the market is nuking and Ethereum's price is going down 20% a day, it's because everyone is panic selling their ETH. And so remember, you're the store. So if everyone's panic selling ETH, you actually start hanging on to all that ETH and you're giving out USDC. You're buying the ETH from everyone. So you get stuck holding all this ETH that's then dropping in value, right? So, and that's kind of, remember, liquidity pools, you're literally providing a service. You're literally running a mom and pop Coinbase, small business exchange, currency exchange booth. Let's see. Kurt, man, you got to take that lead back, Kurt, man. I like how Juicy's just, oh, Juicy, you're at 150 points. You can't let XRP win, Juicy. He's coming. He's sneaking up. He's sneaking up. Below your range, you are fully in. I just talked about this, boys. Below your current range, you are fully in A, the stronger asset, B, the weaker asset, C, stablecoins, or D, fees. If you click fees, especially as I'm telling you the answer right now, if you click fees, you're fucking room tip IQ. Room tip. Warmer than this Diet Coke. This one's confusing, but I did just talk about it. Lock it in. Lock it in. Boom. The weaker asset. Okay, that makes me feel more confident that my last little rant made sense. The stronger asset, again, remember, below your range. So that means that your asset is falling in price. The more volatile asset is falling in price, which means there's tons of fear and everyone's dumping it. And so as you being the store, the liquidity pool owner, you're the store, that means you are taking that asset everyone's panic selling. You're taking it, boom, you're carrying the weaker asset, taking it out of the market. And when the opposite is true, when everyone is buying, they're buying it, they're getting greedy, the market's pumping, remember, you're handing it out, hotcakes. You're selling all these shovels to everyone in the gold rush. Everyone wants to get gold, you're selling it to everybody. You're selling the shovels to everybody. Just think of it just like that. Let's see. Oh, watch out, boys. Oh, shit, Brian's coming back from the bottom. Coming back from the bottom. XRP with the highest answer streak of 18. I don't think Juicy's missed either. He must just be faster. Must be faster. Love the content, Parker. Thank you. Don't forget to slide in DeFi, buddy. I haven't looked at it in a couple weeks, but from what I've seen so far, it looks like a really cool tool. At the midpoint of your range, your ratio is closest to. So at the middle, concentrated liquidity, you're setting a price band. I already told you guys, if the asset's going down, you're getting heavy in one. If it's going up, you're getting heavy in the other. So if it's at the middle, what do you think your ratio is? You think it's 100-0? You think it's 75-25? You think it's 50-50? Or 0-100 over here? At the middle, the midpoint. At the midpoint. There's only one right answer to this. The language is so specific. Perfect. God, I love it. IQs are above room tip. We're fucking dialed. We're dialed, baby. We're so dialed. Yeah, I'll have to look at DeFi Buddy again. I'll have to look at it. It looked like it was really, really good, and the aesthetic looks clean AF as well. Loving the layout. Best beginner liquidity pool pair type. So for a beginner, and this is somewhat subjective, I'll take a wrong answer here, but the best pair type would be meme to meme, volatile to volatile, volatile to stable, or volatile to meme. And I think this is more so just for learning purposes, because there is only one answer that I would accept. There's an answer I would accept that's wrong, but for learning purposes, one is much easier. I would always start with this one over the other one, because you're going to learn how to set ranges and what's actually happening better. The best beginner pair type, volatile to stable. A lot of that is because when you're setting ranges, you're looking at one quoted against the other, right? So when you're setting a range, it's really easy to look at, okay, Ethereum's price action. And because USDC is the dollar, it makes it really easy for a new person to the space or to charting or to trading, be able to read that chart and set their range. If you go volatile to volatile, while I agree, this is one of the best pool types to get into, especially if you can find a high APR volatile to volatile, blue chip asset pair. But if you can find this, it's a lot more confusing for someone to quote like a chart like Bitcoin to ETH, right? Because they're like, why is the number 0.0034? And it's like, well, that's because that's how much Bitcoin it takes to buy one Ethereum, right? Like type stuff, right? You've seen the weird charts. I'm sure most of you guys have quoted an asset in Ethereum, and it's 0.0000 something all the time, right? And so it's a little more confusing for a beginner. Doesn't mean it's a bad pool. Doesn't mean it's a bad pair. I do think it's one of the best pair types to run, but for learning purposes, volatile to stable. Again, everyone that clicked blue, I accept your answer, but clear that up for the newbies. Investor chip. Investor chip. Invitor chip. Oh man, it's getting close. 2 volatile assets require less monitoring, no correlation, more management, or no risk. I guess the grammar on that last one doesn't make sense. So if you click it, you're also, again, room tip IQ. 2 volatile assets require no risk. That makes no sense. Should have had a slide just be like, picture of Jake. Just fucking like weird photo of him. Oh man. More management. Awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. They both move. It's going to take more management. They both move in price. Correlated pairs are useful because they eliminate your impermanent loss. They reduce your gas fees. They always pump, or they stay in range longer. Stay in range longer. Correlated pairs are useful because slow and steady. Slow and steady, Justin. GG, brother. I think this is fun. And I think it's really interactive, which, perfect. They stay in range longer. Correlated pairs. 2 assets. Think about the whole crypto market. On a green day, it's all green. Some are up 3%, some are up 4%, some are up 10%, 50% even. But they're correlated. And when it's a red day, most of them go down with their relative percentages based on market cap as well. It's because usually everything follows Bitcoin, right? You don't see Bitcoin have a negative 10% day, and there's not a lot of things that are going up 20% while Bitcoin's down 10. Most of the time. I think most of us would agree that is true most of the time. All right, Brian. You still took Kurtman out. XRP Soldier is 2 points in front of you. If you got to be quick draw, baby. And let's see. Invitor chip. Investor chip. You're 400 behind Juicy. You got to be fast. Juicy is running the game. He's running everyone's cheeks. TVL represents. Fast as fuck. Come on. TVL represents confidence and deposited capital, APR, price movement, or trading fees. Two, 3, 4, 5. Damn, okay. I thought the little plus there was going to throw people off. Okay. You ready? You ready, Brian? All right, Brian, let's see. Oh! Everyone got it, but he just wasn't fast enough, XRP. You're supposed to be fast, XRP. Fast transactions. Don't lose, bro. Don't lose. Higher TVL usually means, not always, usually, more volatility, higher APR, lower competition, more competition for fees. How are you guys playing? Down at the bottom here, you can go to Kahoot.it or download the Kahoot mobile app, and you can join with pin number 3427902. We're about like freaking 30 minutes deep in this shit, so it would be probably hard to win, but you can still play. You can still play. Higher TVL usually means more competition for fees. Exactly. Basically, think of it like this. If the pool is earning, let's say it earned 100K this week, well, higher TVL is more competition. So the bigger piece of that TVL you are, the more of that 100K that you will earn. I think it's fun as fuck too, Justin. This shit's fucking fire, bro. I think this is, who else do you see doing this on any niche? I have never seen anyone do this on anything. I don't know. This is fucking new. And the first crypto/DeFi person I see do this, just throw a little credit at me in the beginning of the video. I'd appreciate it. Volume measures. The hard part is how many of these can I make before I just... This took a long time. Volume measures price change, trading activity, locked capital, or correlation. Dude, I think it'd be funny to do like... I don't know if it'd be this long or longer. Remember the longer one? And like a scheduled freaking stream where like the next giveaway Jake's and them are going to do for the $500 giveaway or whatever. You have to win. You have to win. You gotta be watching all the live streams so you know the fucking info. And then it's gonna be over more than just liquidity pools. It's gonna be like lending and shit. It's gonna be like networks. It's gonna be like mostly stuff that's useful though. And then you gotta fucking win. And if you get first place, $500 for a Kahoot game? Oh! It's gonna be hella people lined up. Trading activity. Perfect, boys. Alright. XRP 300 points behind Brian. Brian 200 points. Bro, Brian wants. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Brian wants it so bad. Brian wants it so bad. Yeah, Brian's going fast, but Brian once in a while clicks the wrong one because he's going fast. The best metric combo for liquidity pools: APR only, TVL only, token price, or the volume relative to the TVL. See, and it's going live on your end now. One answer. Brian, I swear if that's you, bro. Brian, let me know right now if you were the first one. Let me know right the fuck now if that was you. It had to be, because then you fucking texted in chat right after. It had to be you. You were texting in chat as 2 was rolling in. Bro, if this dude shoots up like 200 points, he is fucking literally ChatGPT IRL, bro. Oh, man. It's even. It's even. How can I see who was first? It was me. It had to be Brian. It had to be. You took... He might have been second. It might not be the time. It might be the time plus, like, the order. I wonder. I don't know. I'm not fucking ranked in Kahoot. I don't know. Volume... over TVL. Volume being greater than TVL. What if I could say over? Volume greater than TVL usually signals inefficiency, the healthy pool, the risky pool, or low fees. The volume being greater than the TVL. Greater than. What did I say, bro? I said over? Oh, my fucking IQ's room tip. Just think about it. Think about it before you fucking spam color real quick, because this is the one where the thinkers are going to win. If the volume is greater than the TVL. So if the TVL is $1 million, but the volume coming through is 10 million, if it's greater than that, what does that mean, you think? Fuck, everyone's all over the place. That means it was a good question. That's what that means. It wasn't a freaking layup. Okay. The volume being bigger than the TVL is generally a good, healthy pool, because it would mean that, think about it, think about $100,000 in the TVL. Let's just say it's that, right? And if it's getting millions of dollars coming through, that's showing that everyone's eating. Everyone's eating. There's tons of demand for the assets that are in that pool. Tons of transactions are getting routed through there. And also, if you're the provider, that means that you're getting paid a lot of money because the competition's low. The competition's low, but the demand is so high. Again, the more you can think about it as like an actual business, like think about liquidity pools as business in the like real space. TVL, think about it. The busiest street in your city, like we're talking downtown, like a college town, like people get out of the bars at 3 a.m. They're hungry, bro. Tons of volume is about to come their way. Are you a town that only has one Taco Bell? The TVL is one store? Or do you have Taco Bell and freaking Buffalo Wild Wings and like, I don't fucking know. But you know what I'm saying. Is there a bunch of competition? Or is it going to be like, bro, the first college town I went to, like when I was going to college, there was basically only Taco Bell open until like 3 a.m. or whatever. Open, like, I think it was open all night. There was literally cars wrapped around out onto the freaking... It was a small town. It was like huge college, but small town, country town. The biggest line for fucking Taco Bell you have ever freaking seen, which is horrendous. You'd spend 30 minutes in line. But hey, there's no competition. They just get all the volume. If you're hungry in college at 3 or 4 a.m., you're going to Taco Bell. Or this place called Country Kitchen. That shit was whack. Let's see. Even when I hit it fast as fuck, it says answers locked in. Getting a lot right. No chance with the speed score of 13,403. Let's see. What's the 13,403? Let's see. All right, listen, Josh. Listen. There will be probably harder questions. And I'm going to make these more challenging in the future, especially for the one that's going to win money. At 13,403, you're literally like, if you hit 5 questions that they miss, you're fucking in the game. And you really only need one person. Like if Kurt chokes like 3 questions in a row, Kurt, bro, you're on the choppy block. He's telling you in chat that he's coming. He's at 13,000. You're fucking cooked. You're cooked if you can't afford to miss Kurt. Brian, let's see. Brian's 400 points in the lead of XRP. And he is... Juicy's gaining on Brian. Wait. When did Juicy lose the lead? Did you miss the question? Juicy? Down by a K? Oh, fuck. GG, bro. Invitor. Investor Chips taking the lead. Chat has an upset. I'm learning, just saying, my internet is behind. Got too many damn tabs open. Hey, bro, if you're about the game, you gotta fucking close the tabs, bro. What are you doing? Are you Googling? You can't Google. Higher fee tiers always earn more. True or false? Speed round. Higher fee tiers always earn more. We're charging more money per transaction. Do they earn more? Give me that. Tin Street. Josh Longsnake. He's coming through. See, that's what I'm saying. A couple upsets like that, Josh, if you clear it, if you make it, you're fucking locked in. You're in there. Fucking Regicide just happened. King of the Hill. He's done. This momentum that he's got for first place now, I don't know, bro. It's false. Higher fee tiers would earn more per transaction. But as you're shopping through liquidity pools, you'll find that usually the market always gets, in most things, the market gets more efficient over time. So let's say there is a pool that charges 1% per transaction, and there's one that charges 0.5% per transaction. Well, if the volumes are so crazy high that money has to get routed through the more expensive one, then it's going to happen, right? But if the possibility is there for a bunch of transactions to get provided to the 0.5% fee tier, more money's going to start going that way because it's cheaper, okay? So naturally, that 1% fee tier is even going to start to lose TVL. It's going to migrate towards that 0.5. And that 0.5, people are going to start undercutting them like a business move. Like, hey, we're cheaper over here at the 0.1%. And then you start to see the shit that's like 0.03%, right? So as demand for an asset increases and liquidity increases over time, the market just gets more efficient. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully a little bit. Lost 2 in a row. Justin. In Vitor Chip. Brian in second. Brian, you were off. You weren't even on the chart at the beginning, bro. And then you took 5. And then you took Kurt. Bro, Brian's number 2? I gotta pee so bad, guys. How long we got? How long are we through this? Let's see. 29. Fuck, bro. It's gonna take this the longest stream ever. Lower fee tiers often attract. Oh, I just talked about this. Less volume, no traders, more risk. Lower fee tiers often attract. Low key, the next question, I might go pee as fast as possible. No, wait. I'll thug it out for you guys. Lower fee tiers. So a pool that is charging, just think about it. Right. If there's 2, think about that currency exchange booth. If you have one booth here that says, hey, I will give you cash for, like, say I'm going to Thailand, right? 2 booths. One's like, hey, you can give me dollars for Thai baht and I will only charge you 1%. And this guy's like, you can give me dollars for Thai baht and I will charge you 0.1%. I'm going to go to the cheaper guy as long as it's not like sketchy, right? I'm going to go to the cheaper guy. It's the same exact pool. So it's ETH USDC versus ETH USDC. This one just charges less, right? I keep looking at my picture instead of the camera, but it just charges less over here. So yeah, just think about it. If you think about liquidity pools like as a business and start to compare everything to the real world, it makes a lot more sense that way. It really does. If you just think about it as like mom and pop shops versus like Coinbase being like the big enterprise, like we're going to charge you $200 to swap $1,000, like type shit. It's like, no, you go to DeFi and you pay 30 cents. Brian, settle down. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't think it'd be this fun to watch the scoreboard. I kind of thought, I don't know. I just watched Brian go from last to first. Brian, what the fuck, my dude? All right, fuck. I didn't think I'd have this much fun on this side of it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm having fun. Imagine if this is a full room of like 200 people competing for a $500 grand prize. I'm running that shit. Yeah, I'm doing that. Just wait. I'm gonna make the hardest Kahoot you've ever fucking seen. Liquidity pool profits depend most on fee percentage, token hype, number of swaps, TVL alone. I think these are gonna start tripping people up. I think we've hit the fucking trenches. And remember, we're like halfway done as of like 2 questions ago. So you have a long fucking road, boys. You're working for that money. Not this time. Next time. You'll know. When it's the championship date, everyone will know. And I'm going to invite people from inside our private community. If one of them motherfuckers don't win, that's going to look bad on me. Oh, that's funny as fuck. Number of swaps, fee percent. Again, the fee percent's not going to be the most important because, again, remember, the market gets more efficient over time. So a lot more volume is going to, a lot more people are going to be going to the cheaper business. So just think about it. Those 2 currency exchange booths. You get off the plane in Thailand and they say, ooh, I'm the counter that charges you 1%. I'm the counter that charges you 0.1%. If people know this, most people are going to go here. Some people will go here because the line is shorter or because maybe they can only fit, like maybe this guy's TVL is lower, but they're getting a lot more volume, making a bunch of money. But this guy can support $1 million transaction. Not a lot of people are getting off the plane with $1 million, but if they do, if you're trying to get $1 million of cash, like you're not, first off, that's illegal as fuck. Good luck. You get fucking, you're going to just get taken to the desert in Nevada or some shit. Anyways, my point being is like, only they can do it, and you pay a premium to do such a large swap. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. Hopefully. Hopefully, kind of, sort of. Mint number of swaps. He fat-fingered it. He fat-fingered that shit. Oh! God. It's like a hero's journey over here. Tight ranges are worth the APR. Come on, you know I'm already leading you with the question. True or false? And then I swear, bro, after this question, I swear to God, I'm going pee as fast as possible. Going pee. I'm not taking you boys with me, so don't say some shit. Ooh, I mean, this is controversial. Someone might try to argue the other. As someone that's been in this space for a long time, never going to argue it. Never going to tell you tight ranges are worth it. The biggest reasons would be things like impermanent loss. So I'm thinking, like, in terms of simplicity, ETH to USDC. If you're in a 4% wide pool, ETH USDC, look at me. This fucking wide. You can barely fucking look through that shit. And then ETH, which hand? Let's say, I can do it this way. So for you guys, ETH goes down in price. You shoot through this side of the range. Zoom. You just get 100% downside to ETH, and then you have to rebalance, and then we know that's already not good. You're, like, taking impermanent loss and making it permanent. But if ETH pumps in price, boom, instantly cash out the USDC. We have 4% days all the time. If you do that, instantly cashed out. So how long do you realistically think you're going to make a high APR being consistently in range on a range this fucking tight? That fucking tight, boys. That fucking tight. All right, let's see. This is the upset. Oh, Brian, you had it. Dude, that is tricky. I missed it. Yes. Impermanent loss means... So impermanent loss, that's a good question. Essentially, because you're in a liquidity pool and you're pairing two assets, you would get converted from one to the other, right? So impermanent loss in that situation would be, what's the price what's the total value difference that you would make if, let's say you had Ethereum, and Ethereum goes from 3K to 4K, right? You would make $1,000 on that. If you're running a liquidity pool, well, you're slowly going to get converted from ETH to USDC. So at some point, you will no longer even have Ethereum. So there will be a value discrepancy at the top of whatever ETH peaks at. Now, one reason why impermanent loss is not a huge deal, well, also we talk about strategies that overcome impermanent loss to begin with, but how many of you guys actually sold ETH at the $4,500 top? Crickets. That's what I thought. Some people did. I took some around that $3,900, $4,000 level as well. But again, most people, they end up round tripping their bag. So impermanent loss isn't a really good conversation unless you are actually buying the bottom and selling the top. And I'm about to start the next question. We can cover impermanent loss later in a more in-depth video. I'm about to sprint and go pee. So I'm going to click next. And then you guys are fucking locked in. 3, 2, 1. Maybe. Can I find out how to fucking kill my shit? Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, that's right, boys. I muted myself. No ASMR in this bitch for me taking a piss. All right. Being where everyone else is means what? Higher fees, lower competition, smaller fee share, no risk. Again, my shit is sinking. Shut the fuck up. Everyone else means higher TVL. So if there's a higher TVL, that's more competition. So if a liquidity pool, like the whole pool itself, earned, let's say, 100K for the week, you're going to be a smaller piece of the pie because the TVL is a lot bigger. Let me catch up on chat real quick, boys. So CoinTracker would calculate all that for taxes. Impermanent loss would have nothing to do with CoinTracker itself. It's good. Yeah, impermanent loss is not a tax thing, really. But yes, I use CoinTracker frequently for my portfolio. In Vitor Chip. Juicy's back on top. Guys, pick whether you're going to win or lose. Like, choose and become the winner. APR changes constantly because liquidity and volume shift. The fees are fake. They're fake. Fake fees. Protocols rebalance. TBL is static. Why do the APRs constantly change? Justin said he's back, baby. He's back. Oh, man. Protocols rebalance would be incorrect, Mr. Yellow. Maybe that was a fat finger. I'm waiting for the comments to roll in now. Liquidity and volume shift, right? Liquidity being the TBL. So as TBL goes up and down, remember, the fees are going to go to less or more people. So it's going to change how much you're actually receiving. And then volume shifts as well, which is just the business, right? There's going to be days where if you're running that little currency counter in Thailand, that less people get off the plane. So you're just going to make less money, right? And yeah, essentially, volume is who's paying you. Those are your customers. And liquidity is your competition. So again, liquidity is not always bad. Think about that street example, like when the bar gets out. Like, if a street has a lot of restaurants, or like if you're looking to open your own restaurant, you're going to look for somewhere that shows that a business can stay in business. So you want to see good liquidity, but you don't want so much liquidity that you're freaking never gonna make it, and you're now this hole in the wall bar. Your ETH being converted to USDC doesn't count as selling an asset inside the liquidity pool itself. From what I'm going to be honest, no one asked me that specifically. You are technically, but technically what you're buying is an NFT. So you're giving your assets into the pool. You're getting an NFT that gains value. So you would still gain appreciation on the pool position, but I don't think you're not getting taxed on the actual kind of slow conversion. It's always being liquid. So how I would consider it is when you open a pool position, that pool has a value amount you entered at, and if that pool value increases, then the difference is what the tax would be whenever you close it. You could always close it at a loss or break even, and then there would be no appreciation / whatever. Juicy is a streak with 5 correct answers in a row. What's the longest? Is that the longest one? Low volatility pools are best for beginners, scalpers, degenerate gambling scum, or degenerate gambling scum. I think this is fun, guys. I think this is a good time. Five answers. Degens. Brian, you literally were number 1. You came from nothing. You took the throne. And they have killed the king. Regicide. XRP. Guys, and if XRP wins, they will talk so much shit. Because everyone knows that I'm not the biggest XRP guy. So I'm going to get clowned if you guys let him win. But if he wins, then I'm going to have to fucking buy some XRP. To buy a fucking dollar. Fucking buy 10, 20 bucks. High volatility pools should be your entire portfolio, obviously. Small sized only, ignored or risk free. High volatility. This one's a little tricky language. A little bit tricky. I'm even rating this one. I'm like, which one is this one again? Small size only. Perfect. Beautiful. Okay. 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 Yeah. Okay. I'm excited, bro. I'm imagining 200 people in this bitch. Volatility increases. Fees and impermanent loss. Only impermanent loss. Only fees. Neither. Volatility just being price action. Moving like fucking crazy. And again, impermanent loss is just that difference between like, because if you buy spot ETH, you're going to get max appreciation because you've never sold it until you sell it. Whereas if you're in a pool composition, you're going to be gradually selling. Only fees. It would increase impermanent loss as well. I was just think of volatility being crazier. So think like two stable coins, USDC to USDT. That's very low volatility. The prices are not moving. So you're not making a lot of fees because there's not really a lot of action going on that scares everyone away. The TVL gets huge. But there'd be no impermanent loss because you're getting what? Converted from $1 to $1? Like nothing's really going to happen. There's no real impermanent loss. Whereas if ETH goes through a high volatility day, let's say that overnight ETH just went from 4K to $8,000. Obviously, there's a lot of impermanent loss there because you cashed out at 5K and it went to 8. Will that happen? No. Could it? Sure. But like that's where that impermanent loss is. A lot of it is theoretical. Like if you didn't have a take profit here and you only sold it at the exact perfect all-time high and you bought it down here and did everything perfectly, which again, if you guys have been watching the channel, which you should watch obviously watch the videos, right? But if you're lending your assets, you're borrowing against your assets and plugging those into liquidity pools, I don't worry about impermanent loss much at all because my spot assets on the side that are my originating capital and the core foundation of the portfolio, those will already get max appreciation. No change. Depends on your risk, exactly. If you wouldn't hold the asset long term, you should reduce the size, ignore the TVL. Liquidity pool anyways. Bruh, or treat it as high risk. This one's low-key, I mean, I know which one I clicked. You guys are watching. At 35 seconds, I'll hover over the one that I did. Not 30 seconds. At 25 seconds. No, you guys can turn it off. Right here. Green. I swear it's green. If it's not green, I'll look retarded. Perfect. To imagine I was the one that was wrong. Speed. No change. I need more upset questions. Minimum beginner TVL threshold. This is more based off what I tell people. It's for beginners. It doesn't have to be cemented in stone. Like Investor Chip said, it depends on your risk. These are good rules of thumb. Some of these questions are not 100% like the 10 fucking commandments, bro. Because I have lots of pools that are under this amount. But a great threshold that I advise would be this amount. So keep in mind me. I'm like low risk tolerance, but at the same time, I'm all for a good rate. Okay, cool. So some people will tell you $1 million. I will not. I will not tell you. As a beginner, and the reason I say this is because there's lots of layer 2s that have great asset fundamentals that have a lower liquidity thresholds, right? Like they might have like $300,000 in an ETH/USDC pool on base chain or Monad, but it's not going to be as big as like $1 million version on Ethereum. And so the reason I have this rule of thumb, for me, TVL is not so much about the risk of a lower TVL. It's the fact that usually lower TVL coins and pairs, it's a lower TVL token. It's a sketchier token. It has more risk because the token is less known. So I usually say 100K because it means that more people are going to be in that token. But a $1 million token, that's going to be hard to find on layer 2s because if it was on Ethereum mainnet, ETH/USDC is going to have millions all day. As you start to branch to, like, let's say you're on Monad, it's going to have a lower TVL, but you still have the safety of Ethereum, which usually would have a much higher TVL. It's just that the location is different, right? Hopefully that kind of makes sense. as you're a beginner, I would not go lower than a 50k 10k is like, bro, no one should really be in a lower than 10k pool. There's no reason to, unless you're someone on the cusp of buying a brand new asset and you're just first of the game, right? 50k, I mean, again, it's kind of like, I would say that's more advanced. That's just more when you know what you're doing. 100k, a great threshold, because you will find wrapped versions of stuff that operate around this level in the hundreds of thousands. They're under a mil, but they have the safety of high TVL assets. Let me read chat real quick. I listen enough to Jake's shows to know it must be above 100k. Yep, and that's what I've always told him, and that's what he says as well. He says it all the time. Yep, you're right, Justin. Boom, boom, boom. $1 million is not a bad answer. I'm never going to be mad at you for going too conservative. Some people also recommend the 1 mil. I've always said 100k because I want you guys to actually make money. You know the 3 that follow you. You know the 3 that follow you. Yeah. Ideal correlation for volatile pairs. Okay, this might be confusing to some, especially if you have not used like the correlation matrix, but just think of it like this. What's the ideal correlation for 2 assets that move in price? Would it be a -1 correlation? Would it be a -3 to a positive point? Sorry, -0.3 to positive 0.3 correlation? 0.6 to 1.0 positive correlation? Or just 1 correlation positive? You may not know what the fuck any of this shit is on the screen, but if you're thinking about a highly correlated pair, like a positive I just gave away one of the answers is gone now. Positive correlation, which one seems the most right? And now we hit 20 seconds, so there's no way it's still going on your end by the time you see this. It's really, yeah, we'll just talk about it in a second. These are the upsets, bro. These are the upsets where people can go from nothing to something. From the bottom to the top. 1%? I just realized 1%. Fuck. Okay. Let's address this. 1.0 correlation. This would be like 2 assets that literally are perfectly pegged to the point that they are the exact same. This would be like Bitcoin to Bitcoin or USDC to USDT type stuff. Like the 1 point, like they literally like they don't move. They're the same. They are one. Same, but different, right? 0.6 to 0.1. This is correct because of the fact that this is a highly correlated, like 0.6 is over the 0.5, which 0.5 is, you know, I would have accepted if it was 0.3 to 1, I would have done that, right? Like I would have accepted that. But over a 0.5, if they're positively correlated here, means that they move the same direction more often than not. -3 to 0.3, like I'm giving you guys a range of the correlation. -0.3, that means that they're not correlated. There's a chance that in this, so anything that has a negative in it, like nah, right? Let's see, Josh, spiked the last one, caught the Hail Mary this one. Oh, fuck. Let's see. I can also break this down. This is going to show me results, and I can like watch this recording back and be like, okay, I need videos on this stuff. Oh, Investor Chip did not like that one. Let's see. Did nothing happen? It's just Josh. Josh is not on the leaderboard, but he moved up. He's the only one that got it right. He moved up. Fuck. We don't ever talk about that in the channel, though, so that's something that would freak people out. Downtrends are bad because your fees stop, the charts invert. Vertigo on the charts. TVL disappears. You exit the range faster. Jake's gonna wake up. He's gonna see a 2-hour live stream and see that it's this bullshit. He's like, what the fuck? It should show total correct at the end too, I think. I don't know, I've never done this before with everyone. I've done this since I was a kid. So like, I'm learning with you guys. This is a test pilot. 5. I think someone didn't answer. You exit the range faster. GG, boys. GG. Let's see the speed score. All right, let's see. Kurtman, slacking on XRP there. XRP, 2K off. Brian, you're close to investor. Investor chip, you're fucking 200 off Juicy. It's possible. Chasing APR usually leads to capital loss, consistency, stable returns, or alpha. It leads to alpha. Someone's got the internet speed of a freaking god. Is that? You guys should make sure your shit is as live as possible, because whoever that is farming free points every time they're right by being number 1. Someone is plugged into the country's mainnet. Someone is running at SUI transaction speeds, and you guys are stuck on mainnet. ETH mainnet. Come on, boys. What was it, fucking Bitcoin? 20-minute transactions? Come on, boys. Perfect. Someone is not locked in right now. Someone has quit. Someone has given up. Capital loss. If you're opening positions chasing a high APR and you have no clue what you're buying, you will lose money. 9 times out of 10. Best liquidity pool foundation, or the best LP foundational pools. Meme coins, blue chip pairs, new launches, high APR pools. This is free points. Free points. Dude, you've got hacks, bro. There's no way. Dude, it's like, that's a solid 5 to 10 seconds. I don't know what it actually was. Probably like 5 seconds. Imagine I built this Kahoot and like no one came to the live and I was just like, damn. Bro, your internet is literally like giving you wall hacks, bro. You can see them before they even know you're there. They don't even know there's an option to click yet. What is the question? And you're already fucking done. Use that advantage to take your time. Blue chip pairs. Perfect. God, the IQ is collectively growing to 30,000. What's our average IQ here? Like upper 20s? Data aggregators are used to DeFi buddy, all them bitches. Trade, rebalance, set ranges, or scan pools efficiently. I didn't even need dinner, guys. I had this idea, I was so excited, I just went straight to fucking work, putting all this shit together, and I was starting to get hungry. What to eat? Let's see. And if anyone's watching right now, and you're not subscribed, fucking subscribe it. Lock in. Lock in. Taco Bell is crazy, bro. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Because like I said, I still bartend a lot of weekends, and it's like, when you get off work at 4 a.m., there's just nothing that sounds better than Taco Bell. I used to have a problem. I've been better. Haven't had it in a long time. Scan pools efficiently. Perfect, guys. Chipotle, dude, if I told you how often I eat Chipotle, you guys would be disgusted with me. Best markets for liquidity pool ranges. Vertical pumps. So it's like the market regime. Vertical pumps, free falls, sideways ranges, or news events. When's the best time? If I told you I've had Chipotle 4 times a day before, would you believe me? Because I did. Now, mind you, I'm up for a long time. Again, when I'm working like all morning, we do like onboarding calls at 8 a.m. If I bartend that night, I'm working till 4 p.m. That's 20 hours straight. I'm having 4 meals that day. If they ever have like a BOGO deal, I'll freaking, like I think at, what, like Uber Eats the other day, it was like, if you buy 3 bowls, you get a bowl free. It's like, well, fuck, that's meal prep. That's easy meal prep. Easy money right there. It is definitely too late in the night for Chipotle, though. Don't get me excited. These are Taco Bell hours for sure. Whoever the motherfucker is that's in here and is not answering, you are holding up the line. Ooh. Okay. So we'll address this quickly. Sideways ranges are the best for liquidity pool ranges because you can set that. It's going sideways, super easy to set. A vertical pump, while good for your price action and appreciation, at some point the game ends. At some point, it hits the top of your range, whether that's a very conservative high range like an ETH all-time high, Chainlink all-time high, or whatever it may be. Suit you back to $4 or $5. At some point, the party's over. And usually, if you're setting good ranges, you should be going home anyways. Let's take profit. Let's close down shop for a little bit, wait for a retrace. But again, that's just the specific wording of the question. Like, what's the best market for the ranges, not for like the pool performance? Who missed? No? Locked in? Went on a marathon of all your videos from when you launched, so yes, Chipotle is your #1 meal. Yeah, I probably should talk about it a lot. Also, the beard phase, that was weird, right? I had to nerf myself for a little bit. Wider ranges mean more fees, less time in range, less efficiency, more safety, same question, or same answer, or higher impermanent loss with a wider range. Gonna pee? Yeah, good luck, bro. You better answer a question and go quick. Bro, just imagine answers on the right side says like 300 or some shit. Bro, why does no one do this? I've never seen any streamer or YouTuber do anything like this. I don't know. I think it's cool. I think live streaming is pretty neat. And it gives people a chance to interact and help that like aren't in the private community. Those guys are used to it, right? They're used to it. They pay for it. They get what they pay for. This is pretty fun though. I like this. You get everybody. The masses. Again, whoever number 6 is, bro. I'm scared to click skip, but I think it'll just stop it. Less efficiency, more safety. Perfect. Class is locked in. Speed rating. He's in the game. He's ahead of the game. He's locked. Is Kurt the one that went AFK? I wonder. Maybe that's where the question is. Maybe they're getting excited that you beat an AFK guy, and then it's not as exciting. Tight ranges mean that shit point. Lower returns, more rebalancing risk, less monitoring, or no impermanent loss. What do tight ranges imply? It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. Oh. 1, 2. Caught you sleeping. I know, I wasn't ready for a name jump there. Bro, this stream is long as fuck. And I'm here for it. I'm loving every second. More rebalancing risk. Josh in the game. Everyone's in the game. Locked in, boys? All right, XRP. Here's the challenge. There is 10 questions left. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. But if XRP, if you lose to Josh, if Josh takes you over, bro, that's like, I don't even know. I gotta think of something. Some kind of punishment. There's gotta be a punishment. Out of range equals rugged, GG, it's over. You're liquidated, it's also over, GG. Lost funds, GG, bro. Or inactive liquidity, GG. Oliver, what's up, brother? All right. I'm confident everyone got this one right. I want to test the skip function, because whoever that is... He's back? Weird as fuck timing, bro. Don't fuck with me. Inactive liquidity. Perfect. Everyone is right. Yes. Fully one asset. Fee generating, balanced, or insured. Maybe I should shut the fuck up. I have to read it for entertainment and retention, but if I didn't read it, I wonder how many more wrong answers would come. I'm excited for... It's gonna be like the fucking Squid Games. Squid Games of crypto. And we're gonna see who wins. Fully one asset. Quiz. If price returns into range and permanent loss disappears eventually, the funds are gone, fees don't resume, or the position resets. If the price is left range and it eventually returns, what happens? I can see one answer that is wrong, that is somewhat right. Like, I can see why you would think. But I got all your asses. Fuck. Listen, I can see, again, listen, I wasn't paying $20 to let two answers be right. Okay. A little tricky. What do you mean can't hear me? Can't hear me? Bro, it says I'm talking. You turn your volume up, Oliver. Come on, bro. Listen. The position resets. I see what you mean. Like, it comes back. We're all good. More importantly, the more advanced thing, the impermanent loss goes away. It goes away. Because remember, impermanent loss is impermanent. It's not permanent. So think about it. ETH USDC, 3K to 4K. If price goes to 4,500, yeah, you're out of range. Impermanent loss, you could have been holding ETH to 4,500. But when a week later it shoots back down in the range, then permanent loss is not the same. It eventually goes away. And in fact, something which I don't want to tab out of here, I'm not sure how to get back. I'm like nervous about it. But when price goes down from your entry point with like something like a stable coin, you lose money slower. So if the market moves down, you have an impermanent gain. That's worth noting as well. Permanent loss is so demonized, which most of us are long, so I understand. But in a market downward trajectory, you lose money slower. Like my Arrow USDC pool I had for 2 years, when Arrow would cut down by like 80%, I'd be down like 20%. Kinda. But you also make a little less on the way up. Let's see chat. I can't hear you. Woohoo! Brian was the only one? Fuck, Brian, that's twice. That's twice that Brian's hit the fucking heater that no one else looked at. It's twice, Brian. Brian's in the fucking lead. Rebalancing means don't choke this. Adjusting fees, hedging, waiting, or closing and reopening a position. You guys fucked this up. I will find out. I need a soundboard too. Maybe I should just get like a whole fucking streaming setup. I do all that shit, just end up going to Tightly like a week later. There's no point. But it'd be fun. Proud dad moment. There is about 5 questions left. It is showtime. A race for the top. Top 3 are neck and neck. Okay, Juicy and Chip here, they're duking it out for second. All right. If Brian fumbles, he could go to third in one question. In one question. Are the palms sweaty, everyone? Brian with 11 in a row, though. What are the odds he misses? The 48-hour rule exists to... I didn't jinx. The 48-hour rule exists to avoid locking in a permanent loss early, to time the market, to increase APR, or to reduce gas. The 48-hour rule being if you go out of range, how long should you wait to go back into range? I usually say 40 hours. Give it 24, give it a day or two. Because usually, I need to make sure I need to read the questions before I just give it away, bro. Because usually, if you're studying long, high time frame ranges, like on the daily chart, even a weekly chart or something, they're so strong and respected. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna come back into range. 9 times out of 10. Brian, if that was you, bro, is GG. Okay, Juicy didn't miss. Juicy didn't miss. He was just slower. That's you, right, Justin? You're Juicy, right? He didn't miss. He was just slower. Fuck. All right. You guys are literally like within seconds of each other. And Brian is holding on for... Dude, this is 2 hours worth of fucking stress accumulating and coming to an end. Snuggle rebalancing avoids. Do you know what snuggling is? Have you been watching my channel enough to know? Have you been watching other DeFi channels enough to know? It avoids fees, swapping assets immediately, monitoring, or exposure. This is gonna fuck up the game. I already know. I talk about this a lot, like inside the fast track, but maybe not as much on like the live streams and stuff because it's more of an in-depth thing. And sometimes, yeah, a permanent loss. So, what would impermanent loss be? Why would impermanent loss happen? What is the root? What is the root of the question? Oh, this is gonna be a fucking rainbow chart. Beautiful. A lot of guys in the lives are more like at that beginning spot, so who was it? Who was it? I'm looking at chat before I click the screen. All right. Oh, it wasn't any of y'all. Fuck. Fuck, that was 52. There's, what, 53, 54, 55, 56? I'm a tortoise slow. I think everyone answers before I see it. It doesn't matter, Josh, because... Well, first off, they're like fucking 10K ahead. But it doesn't matter because as long as you're right, you will make more than them being wrong. Impermanent loss occurs because we just talked about this. If you fuck it up, you're gay. Fees are low. Ratios change with price. TVL drops or volume spikes. It's worded differently. It's the same answer. You guys call me Zesty all the time. I can call you Zesty if you fucking lose. This is fun, bro. I have 100%. Maybe like once a month we'll do this, but like... Alright! You guys are fucking locked. Speed. Chip's pulling away. Chip was like, what, 20 behind? Now he's, 20 ahead, and now he's 70 ahead of Juicy? Brian. Impermanent loss becomes permanent win. You rebalance or withdrawal, the price moves, the fees drop, or the TVL increases. I know you boys low-key kind of stressed because that chat has died down. The 5 of you that are like in there, you ain't even talking. Josh is talking a little bit. I know there's a little bit of like, you boys want it. It is neck and neck, the top 3. It is neck and neck. This is fucking fun, bro. It's just a speed rating. Okay? Chip was a little faster than Juicy because he's like 80 ahead now. He was 70. Listen, if XRP gets a solo shot, though, he can fucking take the top. He can make it. If you guys fluke on... I need to put more trick... I don't want to put tricky questions, but... thought-provoking questions. Ones that if you go too fast, you're fucked. LPing is best described as... liquidity providing is best described as passive holding. Free money. Come get your money here. An active business trading in permanent loss for fees or gambling. Gambling. I mean, for some people, it could definitely be gambling. 5 answers. Number 6 just answers once in a while when he feels like it. Who is number 6? Passive holding. I questioned the one that clicked it. I'm excited to see who it was because if you were in the top 3, it's going to change the game. Passive holding. I see why you would want to click it. I can truly see why. But it is not best described because you are still providing a service. You are an active business and you are trading in permanent loss in return for fees. Remember, you are the mom and pop shop. You are a literal currency exchange counter. So think about this. If you're a store, you have to have an inventory. So you have an inventory of assets that fluctuate in value. Okay? So you want to make sure that your assets aren't complete trash value tokens that can spoil and just go to zero overnight. That's a shitty business, bro. You can't come to the store and all your inventory is just rotted away to zero. That's what meme coin guys look like, right? Which you can get paid a lot because a lot of people aren't willing to take on that risky business. Okay? And so that's the game. But when people come in and you're making money off them buying your Bitcoin, so if they're buying your Bitcoin from you, eventually you have less Bitcoin than you started with, depending on how you repurpose your fees. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. Hopefully so. I don't want to overcomplicate it, but. Final boss question. Imagine it was just the hardest question in the world. All right, let's get some GGs in the chat rolling. Let's get a fucking drum roll. They're fucking drum emojis. Hold on. We get some fucking drums. Oh my god. Spam the drums, boys. Spam the fucking drums if you got chat open. Spam the drums. Put the fucking Africa drum in that bitch. Drum fucking roll. G fucking G. Final boss question. What? Did it not do it? Did I fuck up? Damn, bro, my bad. That was the biggest fake out ever. I skipped it. Did I skip it? Brian. The hero's journey. Bro, I don't know. The question just, it wasn't there. Maybe I fucked up. Maybe I didn't put the question. I just knew I was going to do it, and I didn't do it. Fucking trap. Fucking baited. Y'all were fucking ready. I wish I played that. I didn't do that. That would be dirty, bro. Everyone's like, one more chance to win. And it's just over. Oh, that's so fucking funny to me, boys. Brian, you came from the bottom. You worked your way up from nothing to something. Not only did you make it to the podium, you made it to the top. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. The grind. You made it from the bottom and you just were consistent. And that's how your DeFi portfolio should be. Consistency will win, bro. It's not about where you start. It's not about starting a billionaire. It's about the journey. It's about the journey. Being consistent and how compounding that back into your points. Your points slowly growing but surely, even with the dips, the market retracements, the falls, and everything. You missed 4 calls at your girlfriend for this. I'm fucking dead. What are you doing? Where are you at? Be like, honey, you wouldn't believe me if I told you. I was playing Kahoot with the boys. G freaking G, boys. That's the game. That's the fucking game. So, listen, 2 hours together. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I want to do this maybe once a month. I made this quiz in like an hour and a half, so I mean it takes a little bit of time, but it's not crazy. I think it'd be fun to put together, maybe if it was like once a week to start. Like this was liquidity pools, do like a lending section, do, you know, other sections as well, maybe like more advanced strategies. I don't know. I think it sounds fun. Maybe I'll make them a little shorter, but I do want to do like, I think 50 was good. I think 100 would be crazy, even for like the final boss fucking quiz, where it's like for the money. But I'm gonna do, whether it's with Jake's giveaway or if it's my own, I'm gonna do $500 giveaway stream. Kahoot. It's gonna be fucking hard. There's gonna be no, what is ETHUSDC? None of that shit. It's gonna be none of like, oh, is this a stable asset, Ethereum? No, none of that shit. It's gonna be better. We're gonna make it hard. Not hard, but enough to where you can't just slither through without ever watching DeFi content and just assume your way to the top. So make sure you talk about it on your short vids to give viewers a heads up to allow people to log in. Sure, yeah. Most of my shorts, to be honest, they're just clipped from the long form videos, bro. So I'm not really outsourcing. So I'm going to talk about it more in the long form videos or the live streams. I'll definitely, Jake will see this tomorrow. He's going to be like, what the fuck did you stream for 2 hours? He's going to see this. $500 in Bitcoin. Hey, you can make it whatever the fuck you want. All right? And we'll make it happen. And I'll even do it through, if you want to open a private wallet, like a brand new wallet, you can do something like, I can't type. You can do Houdini Pay through Houdini Swap. And I'll send you just a private payment that'll come through. Little Houdini Swap. Let's see, let's go to the actual app. So if you want to have a little crypto under the mattress, send me your address, and I'll paste that shit, and we'll pay you. But you gotta win! You gotta be like Brian. Come from nothing to something. You gotta be there from the beginning. You can't be like Josh and show up 10 questions late, because then you're always fucking stuck. But Josh didn't know, so it's like, hey, you can't blame Josh. Josh came from literally like 10 questions behind and made it to the leaderboard. Everyone fucking fought. I think Chip and fucking Juice. I think Juice had the longest time at first place. Longest time. I wish they like more like best in class type shit. So, interesting. I had fun. Boys, I need to freaking eat. If you have any questions, as always, you can drop them in the comments of the live stream even or whatever after it's done. You can answer those, drop them in the community post, comment on videos, be watching the videos. If you're in the private community like Oliver, CU, GG, Kyle was in here earlier, just DM me over there on school if you have any questions. Increase the time. Oh, true, yeah. Slow. The minute's definitely better than 30 seconds. We learned that. I didn't know you couldn't see the question on your phone. So, noted. Nice. And, boys, keep watching the content. Let me know what you want to see. This gives me an idea of where the pain points were. There wasn't a lot, but again, it was more of like an entry level, where if you're watching the channel for long enough, that it definitely was doable, I would say. I would say doable. No one here missed that many. A couple upsets, which is great. Cheers, Parker. Preach the Parker gospel. God, the DeFi God will make many disciples. Many disciples. Do people ever manage other people's money in DeFi? Example, I pay an investor 5% monthly and keep 5% monthly. I have done this for people a couple times. It is not my favorite thing to do. I have learned that I much would rather teach, especially because when I'm managing people's money for them, it comes down to now I'm choosing assets, and it's much more fun and freeing for me to have the cleanest conscience in the world if I can tell you that, hey, you already hold these assets. This is where we can put them. Let's see what we can do together. When I've done it for people and they don't understand liquidity pools, they don't even understand what I'm doing for them, it's hard to explain why price action would swing, why if they're making $3K a month, price might be down that month because the fees offset the loss, right? So there's lots of things to it that I much more so enjoy teaching it and then seeing it, where the people are having results and they tell me, thank you. Then I tell your mom, she did a great job raising you. I'm making this amount of money. And I make money through getting people results versus getting results and then paying people. I don't like it. It feels different. So I much more so just and I can do it for free here on YouTube. If you guys can learn from shit like this, that's fun. That's a win-win for everybody. And I don't got to touch your money. And if the Bitcoin goes down to 10K, you're not going to say it's my fault when you already held crypto and it went down. Like, let's be so for real, right? So much more so enjoy the education game and then just seeing how that can change people's life, whether it's making money or even like the Saturday on the mastermind. I showed one of our newer members how they've been buying stuff on Coinbase for months and months, right? And if you buy like 10K of something on Coinbase, it costs you $200 to $300. I showed them how through DeFi they could buy Coinbase wrapped Bitcoin or Solana or whatever it may be with 10 grand, and it cost them like $2. And they literally like screamed on the call like with joy with each other. It was a couple, right? Or it was two of them on the camera, and yeah, that's freaking awesome, right? Like, it's cool. It's like not always just about like, oh, I'm making you 10K per month or 10% a month. It's like also how many freaking holes in the leaking boat can we plug to keep this thing compounding going over time? So it's pretty cool. For some people, what I just said, it's like base surface level knowledge. Like, oh, of course, don't buy stuff on the exchange. For some people, it's like they haven't sent money to their wallet yet. It's scary, it's frightening, especially on something like Bitcoin where you send it and you're waiting 30 minutes for it to show up. Like, that's scary, bro. I get you. I was there too. So, GG, man, go and eat your deserved meal. Of course. I learned a lot this way. Fantastic, bro. I think this was awesome. So my only worry is that if I do it too much, I can't do it forever because I'm gonna run out of stuff to say. This is hard. It's hard to come up with things. So, make sense, make it enjoyable, of course. Boys, GG. And I will catch you in the next one. GG, boys.